These are 10 reasons why I think everyone should try to rock climb. In no particular order, I think these are 10 strong arguments for why rock climbing is such an amazing sport. Let's dive right in. Number 1, of course, it's fun. It's so fun to just get on something and climb it. It's like solving a problem, and yet there's some strange satisfaction to getting to the top and being like, I just did that. So I guess everyone kind of deciphers it differently, but I love looking at something and just like, what am I gonna do? And then you climb it and it just kind of works out. Number 2, it gets you strong. It's a great workout and you'll get pretty toned pretty quick and you'll feel really fit. It's one of the fastest ways to get strong in my opinion because you burn, I believe, over somewhere around 950 calories an hour with serious sport climbing, which is insane. Number 3 is you get to meet new people and make new friends. Like anything you do, this isn't just for rock climbing. You'll get to meet new people and you can make some pals that'll go with you climbing and they can be your new companions forever. It'll be tight. You can meet people that have gone and traveled all around the world and it's really neat to hear people's stories from climbing. Number 4 is it is a year-round sport. Most sports are, but I thought I'd point this out. But it's cool because in the winter, if it's nice and cold, you can stay in a gym where it's kind of warm and you can work out and still practice and have a lot of fun. And then when it turns to spring and summer, you can take it outside and enjoy the crags out everywhere. It's just beautiful scenery. It's just a really flexible sport. If you have time in your day to do it, you can go do it. If it's too cold, you can go in a gym. If it's a beautiful weather outside, you can go outside and take a bouldering pad. It's just such a neat and flexible way to do activities. Number 5 are the mental benefits of climbing. It makes you feel really good in your head, and it can put you in a good mood. If you're mad, you can go out, bring it down on a boulder, and you'll come back and you'll feel a lot better. It can really help you de-stress, it can make you feel good and happy, and it just has a lot of emotional and mental benefits to it. I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to get into it, but you can figure it out for yourself. Number 6 is all of the different types of climbing. This doesn't necessarily fit into the flexibility range, it's more of just the whole, you can pick and choose. You can be an ice climber, you can be a trad climber, you can be a sport climber, boulderer, speed climber, gym climber, outdoors climber, deep water soloer. There's so many different things you can do, so many different subdivisions, so you can really find your niche and find what you love to do. Me personally, I love bouldering, so that's what I stick to, but it's so neat that I can go to a gym and try out so many different kinds of climbing. Number 7 is more of a personal thing. It's a self-paced sport. It's very solo sport. You do it by yourself. It's self-paced, self-judged, which I like, because working in a team, it's kind of like you win or you lose. But when it's a solo sport, it's progression. You get to see how good you're getting. So it's cool to see when you start, you're like, oh, I can't even do this 5-6. But then a year later, you're like sending 5-11s or 5-15, 17s and stuff like that. Even though the self-progression, it may sound like a solo sport, you're really never alone while doing it. There's always people cheering you on, even complete strangers. This leads me perfectly into number 8, which is the community. The rock climbing community is amazing. Everyone is really, really kind. And I remember my first day climbing, my literal first time ever going to the gym. I went and I was doing 5-7s and really struggling and really poor footwork and everything. But I get down from this one climb and a dude's like, is this your first time climbing? I said, yeah. He said, you're a natural. And that made me feel so good, and I remember it, even though that was almost 2 years ago. And it's so cool to see these random strangers walk up to you and start cheering you on. Come on, man, you got it. And it just makes you feel so happy. You get down, people are fist bumping you, and it's probably just the most overall good thing about rock climbing. Number 9, although rock climbing can be very expensive, you can do it for relatively cheap. If you buy shoes, chalk, and a bouldering pad, which will be a couple $100 to start, you can climb outside indefinitely, really. All you need is a place to go, some boulders to climb, and you're set. And also, if you're talking about a long-term investment, once you buy your gear, it will last the rest of your life. You can put climbing down for 30 years, come back, and your gear will work perfectly fine, as long as you get good stuff. Don't cheap out. If you get good gear, it will last a lifetime. And finally, the last benefit of climbing is it gets you outside. And this is something that I wish I did more often, but I just forget to go out and enjoy the sun sometimes. And when the weather's great, my friend hits me up, hey, you want to go climb at Garden of the Gods? I tell myself, let's do it, because you're going to get outside, you're going to have a good time, and I can make videos for other people to enjoy. So rock climbing, although not necessarily an outdoor sport, gets you outside, which can just be totally enjoyable to do with you, your friends. You can hang out and you get quite a bit of attention when you're climbing in a park, you know what I'm saying? Those are my 10 reasons why everyone should try rock climbing, or 10 reasons why rock climbing is such an amazing sport. The top 10 reasons why rock climbing is amazing. There's a lot, and it's really awesome to be able to just kind of list them out, and hopefully you agree with them, and if you haven't climbed before, gets you to try it out. If you have any ideas, recommendations, tweaks, personal reasons, or anything that I think I should have added or kept out, feel free to drop it in the comments, but I don't want to keep you too much longer. So thanks for joining me on Two New Heights, and I'll see you next time.